Hello everyone, I am Stock from Gaming Denmark and welcome to my Venom deck. This is a deck that's going to trivialize pretty much every enemy in the entire game. So let's get on with it. So instead of me playing a whole game against a villain, I decided to rather explain why I chose the cards that I did. I think it makes more sense since all of you already know how to play the game. So this is a Venom basic aggression cards, and I like to use a lot of the basic cards. I really like them. But my whole idea was to get Energy Spear on Rocket Raccoon, so I made this deck. So Energy Spear, we're gonna have 3 of those. It's gonna be very cheap aggression cards. Skill Strike for that +2 attack. And Hand Cannon, because you can carry a lot of restricted weapons. Mean Swing. Exhaust one of your pistols to gain 3 extra attack. It's definitely worth it. So the basic cards are going to be your expensive cards here. So we got the 3 basic resource generators to power on all of us to pay for the expensive basic cards. CITT. If you can see the idea here, you get an ally with an Energy Spear. You can again spend resources to ready that ally to make him attack again. Nowhere. You can choose this or Avengers Mansion. I tested a little bit and I found this to be better in this deck. So it's a little bit faster because it's not so expensive. So you will still get some card draw and increase your ally limit. If you get 4 allies on the board, it's pretty much game over. So Endurance, because he has that healing, he can actually heal up to that 15 hit points. And you're going to face tank a little bit in this game because you want your allies to stay alive, so you want that extra hit point. Side holster to carry more restricted weapons, so we have 4 in total, and he can actually carry all 4 of those. So Marchinax, nothing special, but with an Energy Spear, he suddenly becomes 3 attack with 4 health for the cost of 2, because Venom is a Guardian, so he has to only pay for 2 to play this hero, this ally. And Rocket, again, one of my favorite allies, 2 thwart, something that the aggression allies usually don't have. So that's why I went for this combination instead. Also, this is going to be 6 attack against a minion. There are a few minions who can survive this. Star-Lord, if you're going to face retaliation enemies, be that allies, minions or villains, then he has that range to avoid that. Also 2 thwart, cost of 2. Pretty good. The encounter card I found, of course I hate them, but it's worth it with this combination. Drax can only attack the villain, but he can attack the villain for 5 damage if you get that spear for 4 turns, and that's just 20 damage. Insane. Groot, I found that sometimes I will put the spear on him if I have no other choice, but usually I'm gonna have him just sit and tank a minion for forever. He can also tank, sometimes survive a villain hit. That's gonna be really powerful if he does. So Gamora, you want to be careful playing her. So if you don't have your multi-gun out yet, she can actually you can actually get unlucky and discard her because she's gonna discard until she files an event. But later in the game, if you want to finish a villain, this is gonna be insane. You're gonna find the event that you want and then you're gonna finish him. And of course Rocket. So what are we gonna mulligan for? So we are going to mulligan for the multi-gun because this is just one of the best cards in the entire game. I mean, just look at it. If you don't get it, you can also mulligan for Locked and Loaded to search for it, which is also incredible. Project Rebirth is insane. It can heal 3 or draw 1 card. And if you go to Alter Ego, you can heal that pretty fast because he has 4 recovery already. Spider Sense, just getting Spider-Man's hero power on as an upgrade is just incredible. And if you get this on turn 1, I would definitely try and play it. It will increase your resources by so much. Pistol, I like to play 1 on turn 1 if I can. Usually if I get 2 pistols, I always have something else that I want to play. So I will play 1 pistol if I can, and sometimes I will play both. But if I have an ally, I would rather have to on the board or something else, then this is going to be just a resource card. But 1 pistol on turn 1 is always great. Run and Gun is your end game finisher, and this is how you're going to scale with all these. Skill Strike, if you exhausted your hero, you can actually run and gun and then attack again. So if you exhaust him for defense or something like that, but it's also going to be your finisher. So Grasping Tentacles is going to defend you and your allies. And remember that you can actually use your hero power on the phase, on the defense phase, which is not once per turn, it's once per phase. Of course, you're going to take 1 damage, but it's better than taking like 6 damage from a villain or something like that. And you have 2 of those, so that's how you're going to protect yourself and your allies. And you have the events. You're usually not going to draw for the events on turn 1, unless you have like a side scheme you really want to get rid of. Savage Attack is just a finisher in my opinion. So that was the whole deck. So this was my Venom deck, and I'll be sure to upload more Marvel Champions decks in the near future. So in order to not miss those, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And until then, I'll see you next time.